Wild weekend in the cryptocurrency industry. We saw Bitcoin get as low as 92K this last weekend, and now we're seeing a big rebound across the board. What should be your thesis going forward? Obviously, with the tariffs that Trump enforced, we saw the crypto market crash 11% in market cap in a single day. And like I said, we almost crossed into the 80K levels on Bitcoin, but has the thesis really changed? We're gonna go through some of the macro. We're gonna go through some of these cycle trends that we're seeing, as well as just today, some very bullish crypto news that Trump is pushing across. So I'm gonna dive into everything you need to know, what happened this last weekend, and should you be bullish or bearish heading forward, as well as my top altcoin picks if you are to DCA into the market today. So without further ado, action-packed show today. Let's jump into it. If you are new to the channel, be sure to drop down below and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more every week here across all the top market news, as well as gaming, AI, meme coins, RWA. We have you covered here on In the Game. And of course, a big shout out to our sponsors here on the channel. We have some amazing sponsors, Medieval Empires. We have 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀, Moon Tropica, Bybit, Blowfin. If you're looking for a place to trade, I can't recommend anything more than Blowfin. No KYC, easy in, easy out, account bonus whenever you sign up. And in a market like this, it is a trader's market. It is definitely not a holder's market, at least in the short term. I see that horizon changing at some point in time, but for now, it definitely is a trader's market. And check out Nexus. We built this software to be the one-stop shop for you in the cryptocurrency industry. Check out every single coin in the market, build your watch list, best portfolio tracker in the entire industry, and a launch pad if you are an NFT holder, and you can sign up absolutely free down below in the description. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I mean, obviously, now Bitcoin over the 24 hours is back in the green, sitting at about 98K, a pretty impressive recovery here. And we actually saw Ethereum probably take the brunt of the damage here. If we actually open up the ETH chart here over the last like 36 hours, you can see this weekly, it was ugly. I mean, we got into those low $2,000 areas. It was not looking good for Ethereum and really the entire market. I mean, we can still filter and see, stuff like 𝗟𝗔𝗄𝗏 down 88%, Chill Guy at $35 million market cap. Meme coins and AI agents have gotten hammered during this run because they were the ones that ran up the most. You see AI16Z down 80%, Melania coin, maybe what has sent us into this spiral in the cryptocurrency industry, down 80%, Vader AI down 78%, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀 down 77%. Like, it was a bloodbath this weekend, and especially for coins like AI agents and memes because they so recently had a massive run. So the big question we need to be asking after Trump enforced these tariffs, we saw the market across stocks, bonds, crypto, everything took a hit over the last week. So what should we be thinking moving forward? Has the thesis really changed? We're going to go through some data here and go through some points that you need to be tuned in on what happened this last weekend, and does it change the forecast for this bull run? So really, we saw the tariff news come through the door. It seemingly was bearish for markets, and we saw stocks take a plummet, bonds take a plummet, and crypto take a plummet. So over the weekend, we saw liquidations of $2.23 billion in 24 hours, which is the single largest liquidation event over it says single largest day event. I think we've had better events. Like, we don't like to harp on the liquidation events, but $2.2 billion liquidated over the crypto market in 24 hours. This was bigger than the Luna crash, bigger than COVID, and bigger than FTX. So this was a pretty big deal as far as the historical nature of these liquidations. So whenever we see that, that also seems to be a local bottom signal / a time to be buying. Like, that is a crazy amount of liquidations. After Luna, we did see a little bit of a recovery, which was stalled by FTX, but FTX really marked the bottom at that point in time. Obviously 2020 with what happened then in that middle area, that was a big liquidation event, as well as we saw stimulus. We saw the printer turn on. We might have that happen here after the big liquidations, and if the market is going into a spiral. But right now, we're seeing a crypto recovery Because just this morning, Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, is to hold a press conference tomorrow to discuss securing America as a leader in the digital asset ecosystem. So like I tweeted on top of this tweet is, you have to always zoom out and, day to day, there's going to be days where you feel euphoria. There's going to be days where you feel down in the dumps. And at the end of the day, the thesis long-term has not changed. We see crypto finally at the forefront of finance. Like, we're seeing nations beyond just the US adopt this, and we're seeing the US want to become a powerhouse in the cryptocurrency industry. So this alone makes me very bullish, and my thesis hasn't changed. Like, the short-term bearish divergences that we see, that is just par for the course. We see this every cycle. There's always big drawdowns. And as we see here, Jake Gagan tweeted this, it seems we might be in this bear trap area. Could we be in the area of a bull trap? People think so, but we haven't really seen the bull market, like that renewed optimism, the FOMO, the euphoria. There hasn't really been that. I think the most euphoria we saw this market was Trump coin. And only like a sliver of the crypto population was able to make out on that play and trade in profit, because it was such a quick time span that it played out. So to me, we haven't even seen that renewed optimism, FOMO, euphoria. And especially if you've been here previous cycles, I don't think we have experienced that in the slightest so far. And why would something like this liquidation event and the tariffs change your conviction in the market if it was just opposite a few days ago, right? People flip-flop so hard. So many people on the timeline like, oh, it's oversell everything, or, this is a time to buy, or whenever it's euphoria, oh, bull market, we're going so much higher. There's no way we can be bearish. Like, these things happen over the course of a bull run. In every single market, there are pullbacks. That is just how it goes. Coins beyond or around all-time highs are naturally always a greater risk and dumb buys anyway. Yet, we're all aping into coins whenever they're going up, because that's just the psychology of the market. It wants you to feel greed when it's up, and it wants you to feel fear when it's down. That is just the nature of the game. But that's why I play a long-term game. Like, I'm out here trading meme coins and getting in and out of things. But at the end of the day, I'm not really doing leverage trading. I am a holder. I have a big portfolio of things that I believe in over the next 12 months. And that's how I'm going to play it. And really, I would say over the next 9 months. And Becker throws out here, if you held utility alts to this point, you are about to become a very rich man. Okay. And I do agree that utility alts will have a big run coming up. We see RWAs, an eventual gaming season. AI utility, I think, is going to come back, because this AI agent niche, it's just a bunch of chat GPT coded bots on Twitter. Like, what is the revolutionary tech there, right? But nobody really cares. It's speculation and it produces gains. So at the end of the day, people are gravitating towards that. I do think money will come back into utility alts. We're seeing it right now with RWA. It's probably the biggest sector that's holding up the best at this point in time. But Elio tweeted this. It's pretty interesting that Pump Fund launched in April of 2024. Really, it launched a couple months before that, but it got hot in April of 2024. And exactly when this happened, the altcoin run deviated from previous cycles. As we see here, around that April time period of the 4-year cycle, altcoins usually actually start springboarding from there. We've actually seen nothing but down. I mean, we're pretty far down, actually. If you look at this area, it's like 26 on the scale here on the right, and we're at 13.9 right now. So it's like a 50% dip since that point in time. So people always say history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. It hasn't even rhymed yet. Like, altcoin holders are in pain at this point in the cycle, unless you are sniping meme coins or unless you made out very good on Trump or AI agents. So what should you be looking at right now? All this aside, what can you put together from this data? Well, we did have a little bit of a change this cycle. Meme coins are bigger than they've ever been. That is a fact, and it's always going to be here. It's going to suck liquidity out of certain markets. So when you're looking at these dips right now, in the long-term forecast, I think is so bullish for crypto. So zoom out a little bit, and I agree with this tweet here. In a market full of red, you take a look at what is bouncing the strongest or what is in the green over this course of time. And these coins will usually lead the market when we see a market-wide bounce. So let's just go through it, right? We see RWA holding up the strongest relative to other narratives. And whenever I say this, it's just leading with a fact. We see here Mantra hardly even budged. It's one of the few coins here That and Hyperliquid. Okay, the two strongest coins in the market right now are Hyperliquid and Mantra 𝗏. You know, we have Hyperliquid up 15% on the day and still up over the monthly, and same with Mantra. It's still up 45% on the monthly time frame, while all other altcoins here, that monthly time frame is just so bearish, like incredibly red. Look at that span of red. There's no green on that entire list here as we go down in market cap. Like, the fact that these two altcoins right now are in the green on both monthly and weekly, I think Hype and 𝗏, probably some solid holds over the course of this cycle. But what should we be focused on outside of that, right? So if you're looking at RWA, Ondo, 𝗏, I think you could look at stuff like a World Mobile token, a Helium. Those took pretty good dips if you're looking at RWA specifically. But for me, I'm also looking at the dips that were the biggest, right? I think AI is not going anywhere. And I think when we look across the board, there's a lot to look forward to, not just from an AI agent perspective, but from an AI utility perspective. As Becker tweets here that utility alti feels like you're going to have a run. And I've been saying that. I think that post-Trump a little bit, we're going to see that money and attention flow back into altcoins that actually do things rather than just the speculative nature of memes and AI agents. So, you know, AI agents and memes are having a big pullback over the course of the last 1 to 2 months. Their runs were huge. So now we're seeing a big pullback. One of the best buys to me in this market from a utility AI perspective is Humans AI, sitting at $120 million market cap. Over the weekly, this thing is down, what is the number here? 34% on the weekly. And you know, projects that are not shy to ship developments in this market. Like, I saw a great tweet today. You know, this is the time you should actually be pushing updates, because then your price will springboard when the market turns around. And especially like in the gaming niche, you should probably just launch your game right now if you have it ready and see what happens. And if it's good, the market's going to springboard your token whenever the market does turn around. We see Humans AI partnering or actually integrating their tech with DeepSeek today. We saw this last week with GPU. That was a very bullish day for GPU. It was up like 22% on the daily. And because of this market liquidation, we see Humans down 34% this week. This thing was at 3 cents, and now we're sitting at 1.8 cents. I think this is a great buy in the utility AI perspective. So Humans AI is absolutely one of my top DCAs in this market. And we're going to start with AI. We'll move into gaming and meme coins here in just a second. So let's filter back by market cap. My number 2 buy in this market is a super safe play. And this has dipped far too much over the monthly time period. We have 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is down 37% this month. A lot of people liken this to like the Bitcoin of AI. This and Render are just by far the top AI coins in the market, not only by market cap, but just by product and sentiment perspectives. I think 𝗏 is way oversold. I mean, if we look at the 1-year chart here, this thing has gotten as high as $740. It's $351, $2.8 billion market cap currently. I think 𝗏 is one of the best and safest buys in the market. Like, if you don't want to go so speculative into the middle cap AI coins, I think that 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 amazing play at these levels. And speaking of, you know, the levels, let's just go look at what I also would think is one of the most oversold coins in all of crypto, and that's Virtual's Protocol. Virtual's Protocol, this is where all the AI agents launch, and it's down 65% over the monthly time period. Virtual's is not going anywhere. And of all the AI agent plays out there, you know, AI16Z, Zeribro, AI-XBT, whatever the case is, there's 1,000 of these AI agent style projects that do chatbots or, you know, automated Twitter pages, etc. But Virtuals is the launch pad for this. Virtuals is where all of these are born. Under $1 billion market cap. They're also making a migration over to Sol from Base, so they're going to be like kind of multi-chain aspect there. They don't even have a Coinbase listing yet, and they're the biggest product market fit that Coinbase has ever seen. So I think a Coinbase listing here is a no doubt that's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Binance lists this coin. There's no reason that they shouldn't, and especially for Coinbase, it's the biggest product that's ever been launched on the Base chain. And now it's sitting under $1 billion market cap due to a 65% correction over the last month. So to me, virtual is a great long-term play right alongside 𝗏. I would have a lot of confidence DCAing into both of these plays at this current market level. Then it gets hard. Like if you're looking to DCA into a individual AI agent. So I've given you a mid-cap utility play with Heart. I've given you a high cap with 𝗏. I've given you a high cap AI agent infrastructure with Virtual's protocol. But then it gets dicey. Like AI16Z was heralded as one of the top AI agents. It's down 80% this month. That's just unreal volatility. I would look at 𝗨𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗔. It's by Virtual's. This is probably held up the best of all AI agents at this range. It's down 30% this week, but over the monthly, it's the same. It's down 30%. So really, this thing was ripping hard until this last week of liquidations. I think 𝗨𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗅 is the only one I'd really be DCAing into at these higher cap levels, because we're going to start seeing which ones are here to stay and which ones are not. And I do like the fact that 𝗨𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗅 has held up the best of all these high cap agents. If you're going into low cap agents, I still do like Agents AI. It has been hit hard. It's a low market cap coin. There's going to be volatility. So for me, my top AI DCAs today would be Heart, Virtual, 𝗏, and 𝗨𝗥𝗬𝗣𝗅. Now let's move over to gaming. I mean, gaming's been dicey, guys. It's been a rough road. And I tweeted this yesterday, and I had a philosophical gaming tweet last week too. Gaming coins are getting slammed. There's no way around it. The liquidity's not there. The attention's not there. The sentiment's low. The sentiment could not be lower based on any metric as far as gaming. You're starting to see comments in these videos. Gaming's never going to pump again. Gaming's dead. Selling all my coins. And this is a pretty good indicator of where we are. Like, I understand the frustration, and I have a big gaming portfolio, and a lot of those coins have done nothing. If it wasn't for AI and meme coins, my portfolio would probably be stagnant to down this entire cycle. But thanks to meme coins, to be honest, we've actually made out quite nicely, stuff like Trump, MLG, etc. So this is the hardest niche to deliver in. Gaming, no matter what, like I said a couple times this video, AI agents, these coins are just ChatGPT wrapped Twitter pages that reply to stuff, and people think it's the revolutionary artificial intelligence technology that's going to lead us into the future. Like, this, it's really not the case, right? But in gaming, it's 100% judged on the product, right? If your product's lackluster and there's no speculation, see ya. No one cares, right? And we've been let down so many times in the gaming niche by these teams and lack of tokenomics or terrible games that, like, the trust is just so low. So it takes a lot to have a gaming catalyst. And I think we will have another run, but the forecast is gloomy. And unfortunately, like, it's been the rockiest of any narrative in all of crypto. A lot of people have capitulated, but that's what's going to make this the most hated rally of the cycle. Now, I've really slimmed up my gaming portfolio to just the top protocols, Super Beam Prime. You guys know the favorite coins of mine in the gaming space. As of today, the things that I would be DCAing at this point in time, I'm going to keep it in the high cap to mid cap range, because I don't think that right now is the time to speculate on these super low cap coins. However, if I'm looking at a low cap, it's definitely Moon Tropica, down 50% over the month. And when you see Moon Tropica, they're bridging over to BNB chain, which I actually really like. I mean, BNB chain is known for being degenerates. It's very meme coin leaning into with the game. So Moon Tropica, if I'm picking a low cap, this is where I'm adding to my position at this point in time, around $6. But I have really 4 gaming plays for you here on this show that I would be DCAing now, and every single one of them. But let's go look at them, the coins and the charts, because they speak to me as far as this is the time to DCA. So we see Superverse over the yearly time period. This has been one of the strongest individual gaming coins since last year. Since the beginning of 2023, we saw this thing get up to $2. It's now sitting at 76 cents.
This is like the culture coin of gaming, alongside another one that I'm going to talk about here in a second. But Superverse, there's really not a better play to isolate into. They partner up with almost every game out there. Everyone wants a piece of the Super ecosystem. Eventually, we're probably going to see this evolve into more of an infrastructure style play, utilizing the Super token with their own tech. So that's going to be very bullish. And there's a lot of ways to use the Super token, which I like. So there's a use case. There's a lot of product market fit here. So I like Super at 76 cents. Obviously, over the monthly, down 51%, which is just absolutely wild. We see Beam off the heels of raising like $100 million on their node sale. Beam is now down 58% this month, which has nothing to do with the node sale. It's just gaming sentiment and the market, right? And I think that Beam, one of the biggest treasuries, they always have delivered. It's been one of the strongest coins in the right market climates. Beam down 58%, near 1 cent levels, almost at $500 million market cap. Beam is a no-brainer buy at these levels, in my opinion. Moving on down to the king of AI gaming coins right now, which is Prime. Prime has Colony around the corner, their parallel AI builder game, if you want to kind of term it in that niche. It's fully automated with AI agents. They've been working on this way before agents were even popular. And then we have Wayfinder. If you're not staking your Prime, this is a good time to do it. Get in at $8, be able to cash your Prime, and then get a piece of what people think is going to be one of the biggest AI coins this cycle in the Wayfinder AI prompt token. So I like Prime, I like Super, I like Beam. And then in that mid-cap level, I'm looking at Zentry. They've had some of the most bullish updates over the last month, and it's down 43% because of the market and the sentiment. So they added AI agents. They have their SocialFi. They bridged over one of their popular IP games to Ronin. There's a lot of good stuff going on at Zentry, and this week they have some big news coming around the corner that I think is going to be very bullish, a little bit of a supply shock, and a bullish metric for price. So those are the four main gaming plays that I'm looking at today: Super, Beam, Prime, Zentry. And then as the meme coin side of things, we'll start with a gaming meme coin. You guys know I like MLG. The strength here is crazy. This is the one coin, like, yes, it got back up to 150 over the last week, and then it's kind of consolidated downward just due to the market sentiment, but it's holding 100 mil very nicely. And this is a bullish indicator to me that if memes kick back up, if gaming gets sentiment, or just in general, MLG is one of the best coins for social engagement right now. So to me, MLG is by far number one. If you're not involved at this $100 million level, this thing can springboard back to 150, 160 in an instant, given the social engagement that it has. So I'm definitely looking at MLG. And then I'm still involved with Calvin. I have a big position of Calvin at a $3 million market cap. They just launched trading. So Calvin has been calling meme coin gems in their Discord that are 5, 10, 20xing over the course of like 24 hours. So if you're not in the meme coin trenches, you could get a position in Calvin, join the Discord, be able to get Calvin's automated AI agent trades, which are in the profit. So it's an AI agent, it's a meme coin, it's an animal coin, it has everything you could want from a coin of this level. And at $3 million, I really don't see it slipping below this level. So another one that, for being a low market cap, it held up quite nicely during this liquidation period. Those are my 9 top plays, really 10. We have Heart, Virtual, Tau, AI XBT, Super, Beam, Prime, Zentry, MLG, and Calvin. Those are the 10 coins. Looking across the market, given market caps, liquidities, the strength, the quickness that these things could recover, those would be the 10 coins I'm isolating today across AI, across gaming, and across meme coins. And of course, I can't recommend enough. Last week, I put up a tutorial for Meteora, and this weekend was great for Meteora. If you're in the right pools, you're able to farm crazy volume. And the thing is, you can make money when people are selling, and you can make money when people are buying off Meteora, right? So you can see here this meme that they tweeted, and I love this. It shows the red market, but it's Spider-Man stopping the bus, like with his webs, you know what I mean? He's like bricking the bus behind him, and you see this little kid here with the LP army. He's just vibing. He's got his headphones on. He's on his phone. He couldn't even think anything less, right? Like, fees are accumulating. It shows he's made $4,200 in fees. Look, what a day for this guy. He doesn't even feel the market dip, right? So I've been heavily involved in the Meteora pools. If you didn't check out that video from last week, check it out. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. At the end of the day, zoom out. You have 2 decisions here. You can take the red pill and be a doom and gloom, sell your altcoins, think it's over, without the forecast of the future, which is the green pill. I'm going to change the blue pill to the green pill in this example. And the green pill is zooming out, seeing what's happening with the macro and the crypto, and just seeing how much of a forefront Bitcoin is for the financial future. And is altcoin going to play out, like the alt season going to play out exactly like we've seen it before? Probably not, but we're going to have a run for coins with strength, and that's exactly what we're lining up for on this channel. So guys, like the video down below, subscribe as well. We're coming out with videos here every single week to keep you up to date with the latest alpha and the updates in the markets. And I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, play well, my friends, and please stay bullish, my friends.